Manchester United insist Cristiano Ronaldo is not for sale despite the forward asking to leave the club this summer with at least 1 year remaining on his contract. Should Manchester United sell or should he stay? Speaking at the beginning of the game, Ronaldo said he was very happy to remain at United and predicted they would rebound from a dreadful 2021-22 season. But just 1 month later, the Portugal captain has had a change of heart and wants to leave Old Trafford amid concerns over trophies and transfers. United insist he isn't for sale. The 37-year-old returned to Manchester last summer, 12 years after originally leaving for Real Madrid, and netted 24 goals in 38 games to finish as the club's top scorer in all competitions. But while it was a strong campaign in front of goal for Ronaldo, it was a disastrous one for them. United finished 6th in the Premier League and failed to lift the trophy for a 5th consecutive season. The 5-time Ballon d'Or winner played Champions League for 19 campaigns in a row, and United's failure to qualify for the competition is understood to be a key reason for wanting to part the club for a second time. As United players look to impress new boss Erik ten Hag ahead of the Premier League season opener against Brighton on August 7th. Ronaldo's future is now an unwelcome distraction. So should they let him go or should they keep him? New Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag is expected to recreate a brand of high-intensity style he employed at Ajax, raising questions about how Ronaldo would cope with his demands if he stays. Gary Neville has admitted pressing is not Ronaldo's strong point, and he feels ten Hag will want someone who can put the ball in the back of the net 20 or 25 times. Ronaldo's 24 goals in all competitions dwarfed the return of teammates. Bruno Fernandes was the club's next highest scorer on 10 and Mason Greenwood on 6. Once a tricky and dynamic winger, Ronaldo has now evolved to a prolific number 9, but shown he can still link up effectively with those behind him. Ten Hag could look to use the veteran in a similar way to how he deployed Dusan Tadic in Wild Ajax box. During the 18-19 season, when Ten Hag's side reached the Champions League semi-finals, Tadic played up front, combined well with Hakan Ziyech and David Neres on either wing, and played Donny van de Beek just behind him. The system worked perfectly for Ten Hag, with each player complementing each other, but if the 52-year-old is to successfully implement a similar setup next season, finding the right personnel to fit around Ronnie is a must. Neither Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or Ralf Rangnick were able to work the correct formula, but Ronaldo's prolific form in front of goal means Ten Hag would surely want the team to function productively with the 37-year-old in it, at least in his first season in charge. Before the latest developments, both Ronaldo and Ten Hag expressed their desire to work with each other. After being unveiled as a United manager, Ten Hag swiftly announced he was eager to keep Ronaldo. After Ronaldo fits into the project, Ten Hag said, of course, on what Ronaldo would bring, he simply added gold. Ronaldo has welcomed the arrival of Ten Hag, insisting the Dutchman can secure more silverware for the club. I know he's a fantastic job for Ajax and he's an experienced coach, but we need to give him time to Ronaldo. Things need to change the way he wants. I hope we have success, of course, because if you have success, all in Manchester are going to have success as well. So I wish him the best. We are happy and excited, not only the players but the supporters as well. I wish him the best, and let's believe the next year we're going to win trophies. It might sound obvious given his age, but Ronaldo's experience is arguably even more important next season, following a number of high-profile departures as Ten Hag finds his feet. Veterans Nemanja Matic, Cavani and Mata have all left Old Trafford, along with Pogba, Lingard and Gligar's retirement leaves Ronaldo the oldest and most senior figure at the club. His 18 Premier League goals single-handedly won games last season. His performances in the Champions League dragged the side through to the last 16, with several young players arriving at the club and the potential for more to arrive. Ronaldo knows how crucial he could be if Ten Hag is to be successful in his debut campaign. Despite his experience, there is also an argument that United will be better off without Ronaldo in the dressing room. There's no doubting his dedication as the squad benefit from the departure of such an ego. Before Ten Hag was even announced as United manager, there was talk that the current squad was split over whether he is the right man to take charge at Old Trafford. Much has been made of the undeniable step up in scrutiny the Dutchman will face now he has to make the switch to Manchester, but his biggest challenge will be managing the characters in the dressing room. A lack of accountability on and off the pitch saw players let down Mourinho, Solskjaer, Rangnick for so long. It seems that the players have had more power than managers. Ronaldo is not necessarily a disruptive figure, but the 2022-23 season has not even started. Ten Hag is already faced with a gargantuan decision. Is his squad better off with or without one of the greatest players of all time? When United finally signed Jadon Sancho last summer, the prospects of him and Marcus Rashford dazzling on both wings were a mouth-watering prospect. Millions of United fans around the world believe the club have found two wide forwards fit to grace Old Trafford pitch for the next decade. 1 year later, though, both players are no longer in England manager Gareth Southgate's plans and face an uphill battle to get back in the squad for the World Cup in Qatar later this year. 50 goals in 137 games in 4 years at Borussia Dortmund, as well as twice being named in the Bundesliga Team of the Year, prompted United to spend $73 million to secure Sancho's signature. When Ten Hag's record of developing young players and the fact he is one of Europe's most progressive coaches, there is no doubt he remains a huge part of the club's long-term future. And the same applies to Rashford. His shoulder injury delayed his start to last season. He struggled to perform since, scoring just twice since the end of October. With his current contract, which includes a one-year extension expiring in 2023, reports he would consider his future at the club are starting to circulate. But Rashford's ability is not the problem, and in a recent interview with MUTV, the 24-year-old said he's confident of getting back to his best under Ten Hag. He is already an experienced player for both club and country, and still undoubtedly has world-class talent. A new manager with fresh ideas, who is therefore looking long-term and can rediscover the player who burst onto the scene as a fearless 18-year-old in 2016 is exactly what is needed. If Ronaldo does depart the club this summer, it would not be a shock to see Sancho and Rashford as the main men. The Dutchman builds his team around Ronaldo's exit would make this process smoother, apparently. Even if Ronaldo remains, it's clear that the goal-scoring burden at United needs to be shared. He will turn 38 next year, so it's obvious United need more options to make a difference in the final third. He won't be able to play 3 games a week consistently. As former manager Ranić said after April's draw with Chelsea, right now we very much rely on Cristiano. A young striker with deputised for Ronaldo is key. Whatever the outcome of his situation, it is vital United is successful in convincing a centre-forward to join this summer, with Cavani leaving and Martial's future up in the air after an underwhelming load spell with Sevilla. Could Ronaldo wanting to leave United force the club to improve or accelerate their transfer activity this summer? Seems likely. Man City and Liverpool have already made high-profile signings. Top 4 contenders Tottenham and Arsenal have also been busy, while Chelsea appear to be wasting little time following a confirmation of new ownerships. Ronaldo's agent, Jorge Mendes, has recently met Chelsea's newer co-owner, Todd Boehly, and the four was mentioned during the meeting, but United have no intention of selling him. In June, Ronaldo said in an interview, "I was happy, of course, to be back in the club. I really raised my career, so it's unbelievable. The feeling when I came back again, it was nice to feel the supporters. The happiness of them was great. I was and still am very happy to be here, and what I have to say is the fans here is amazing. Even when we lost games, they always support us. They always are with us. The supporters are always in my heart, and it's the people that we should respect because they are always on our side. For me, the most important thing is to try and win games and try to win some championship or some cup. But I believe that Manchester will be there where we belong. As I say before, sometimes it takes time, but I still believe." But as Old Trafford Chiefs continue to struggle in the transfer market while their rivals succeed, it seems Ronaldo's belief has already diminished. Will the arrivals of Christian Eriksen and Tyrone Malacia be enough to change his mind again? Potentially, but they're not striking massive names, are they? When the transfer window is open, it's normal that we talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. Manchester United are not in the Champions League next season, and Ronaldo is unhappy about this. He's completely obsessed with playing in the competition, so he's not living well with the reality that he's not going to be in it in the immediate future. He's spoken to his agent Jorge Mendes, who is seeking to see if there's any other options. He said he would speak to the clubs who are targeting winning the Champions League to see what could be done in terms of a change this transfer window. You can't forget the English clubs City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, as I'm 100% sure Ronaldo will not play for another club in England. While Ronaldo doesn't fit into the new project at PSG, it leaves Bayern Munich as an option. There isn't interest from Bayern, but Mendes spoke with them and posed the question, what do you think about buying Ronaldo next season? Bayern were a little bit confused when Mendes offered them Ronaldo, as he's not normally the type of player they look for. When the agent offers Ronaldo, you only need to look at the sporting performance, not the age. Ronaldo has a salary of around 25 million, so it's not easy for any club to afford. Mendes and asked Bayern what they think about it. A swap with Robin Lewandowski isn't an option, as either he stays or goes to Barca. There are just rumours at this stage, and it's normal when it comes to Ronaldo. We asked readers or listeners whether or not Manchester United would be able to cope in the event of Ronaldo's potential exit, and there's multiple different answers. They can cope, they can't cope. He's a problem in the dressing room, and it kind of just seems like it's just a split feeling. Should Ronaldo stay or go? For me, I think if United really want to keep him, don't they? Because, the goals he contributed last season, still a massive influence in the dressing room. I just think they should probably keep him. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. To like, share, subscribe, and thoughts, comments down below. If you want to subscribe for daily football news and subscribe to my channel, and I'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.